Good morning, hockey fans. It's Lori coming to you live from near Alliston, Ontario, Bradford, where your Canada Blazers are taking on the Niagara Canucks. This is game 3 of the round robin. It's do or die for the Blazers. The Canucks have gone 2-0. That's 2 wins, no losses. And of course, the Blazers lost their first game to the Russell Warriors on Friday. If the Blazers win today, there's a three-way tie for first after the round robin. And goals for and against are what decides who carries on to the final this afternoon. We're sitting fairly well for goals for and against. Since we scored, it was 8 finally yesterday, but they maxed it out at 7 for the stats. So 7 for and 2 against. If we do make the final, the game this afternoon is at 3:30. This Niagara team, I saw them taking pictures before the game. They look like a tight-knit group. So they've got some good cohesion. And we're underway for the first period. Blazers win the draw. Eli steps over to the opposing zone. He's looking for the pass to the slot. That's off a skate. On the far boards, puck pucks up to center ice. Jack puts it off the boards for Colin, or for Parker. Parker puts it up to Eli. Eli, the pass to Daniel, but misses the one-timer. Canucks in their own zone, skated out. Good stick by Easton, pops the puck ahead and into the attacking zone. They swing it to the near boards. These guys are fast. Jack challenges at the blue line. Canucks dump it in deep. It rifles around to the other boards on the far side. Canucks put it in down below the goal line, looking for the pass in front. Picked off by Jack. Jack puts it over for his winger, Carter. Carter tries to skate it out, but he's turned around. Loose puck in front is slapped to the side. Shot from the point! And hits his player in the mask. Got him square in the face. When that happens, the whole helmet tends to push back into the face, and he probably got some helmet right in the teeth. Or into the eyebrow area. Hard shot from the point from his teammate. No blood on the ice, so I presume the player still has all his chiclets in his mouth. Makes his way to his bench under his own power. 8:54 remaining in the first period, still no score. The faceoff should be outside the blue line, yep. Gavin will take the draw, just outside the Blazers blue line. This gets past Tristan. He's got to skate back into the corner for it. Tries to shake his forechecker, looking for a pass off the boards. The Canucks pinch, but Gavin pushes it ahead. Race for the puck. Gavin is right quick. He gets there first. Looks for the pass in front, but it hits the back of the net. Battle behind the net. Gavin's a hard battler. This comes up for Clark on the far boards, but the Canucks pop it long. And there's icing called against the Canucks. At 8:25 to go in the first. No score yet. Again, this is the game 3 of the round robin, do or die for the Blazers. Blazers win the draw. This goes to Clark. Clark tries to backhand it back in for Kobo. Kobo looking for the pass to Gavin. That's broken up. Canucks from the corner flip it up over into the neutral zone. Clark is there. Good pressure by the Canucks in the neutral zone. We're going to have to watch that. Canucks step over. Pass to the slot. Loose puck in the slot picked up by Clark. Turned around, shot. Nice save, slapped away is the rebound by Tristan, and the Blazers clear the zone long. Canucks behind their own net. Whoa! Look for the pass. That goes off of Carter's skate and onto the goaltender with quick reflexes. Managed to glove that down. This goalie's a lefty as well, like Justin. Face off in the Canucks zone. Little flip towards the net, goes through. Scott puts it below the goal line. Shelley looking for the pass up front. Goody with a shot. That's a nice save. On the near boards, Canucks trying to clear the zone. Kept inside. A long shot, or high shot rather, goes behind the boards and behind the net, and the Canucks send this long. Icing called against the Canucks with 7:21 to go in the first. If the Blazers lose, they're out of the tournament. If they win, there's a 3-way tie for first. Goals for and against will decide who moves on to the final this afternoon. Face-off in the Canucks zone is won by the Blazers. Flip down behind the net. Canucks are there looking to break out on the near side. Canucks with a shot from the blue line, set aside by Justin. Behind Justin, Goody. Off the boards, right to the Canucks from the blue line. Shot, nice save. Parker, Eli, Daniel Ruby, Tristan and Clark. Blazers win the draw in their own zone. Looking to clear it on the near side. Eli sends it across for Ruby, picked up by Parker. Boys stay on side. Parker is held up along the far boards. He manages to hold on. Looking for the pass to the slot, but that's turned around by the Canucks. Canucks on the far boards in the neutral zone. Step over the blue line. Clark puts the pressure. Eli picks off the pass. Eli looks to put it ahead to Parker, but it goes a bit long, and the Canucks flip it around at their own blue line up to the opposing zone. Shot through traffic. Doesn't get on net. Canucks on the far boards. Pop it down. Clark is there. Clark looks for a little pass. It's picked up. A shot is off of Clark's stick, and he's going to chase this into the far corner. Behind his goaltender, now Clark has a look for the pass. Backhands it out of the zone, but didn't get much on the backhand, and the Canucks gain control in the neutral zone. Clark again for Parker. Parker puts it up the middle. The Canucks get a stick on it. Justin puts it aside for Tristan. Tristan's got some room to move in his own zone. A snap pass across, but it's too long, and Ruby turns around, goes to the bench, as that is icing called against the Blazers. 5:33 to go in the first. Still no score. In this do-or-die game for the Blazers in game 3 of the round robin. Blazers win the draw. Jock puts it off the near boards. Can't see what's going on. Canucks have control, put it into the slot. It's broken up by the Blazers. Gavin picks up some speed along the near side. He flips it on net, and that's scooped up by the Canucks goaltender. Carter takes the draw in the attacking zone. The Canucks come out with it. Easton gets a stick on it in the neutral zone. It's back for Jack. Jack puts it up the boards for Gavin. Carter steps over the blue line with it now. Canucks are there. Still in the Canucks zone. Canucks behind their goaltender. Flip it off the far boards. Easton gets a stick on it. Here come the Canucks 2-on-1. Jack in position. Canucks step over the blue line. Go wide to the right side. Drop pass against the boards. Jack gets a stick on it. Canucks move. Sorry about that. Can't make a play out of it. Canucks get around one. Shot. Justin. Oh, nice save. .433 remaining in the first period. No score. And this game 3 of the Bradford Blue and Gold. Face off in the Blazers zone. Not cleanly won, but Clark comes out with it. Clark tries to get that pass. The Canucks grab hold and take a shot. Justin with a nice save. Tristan makes his way out of the zone. They have a lot of pressure in the neutral zone. I'd like to see our forwards do the same. Shelley from the near corner pops it behind the net for Caden. Caden looks for his defenseman on the near side, but the Canucks are there. Clark gets hold of the puck in his own zone. Takes it behind his goalie. Pass to Caden. Goody gets it though. Goody steps over the blue line, the red line, sorry. Looks for the pass that's broken up by the Canucks. Goody works hard, looks for the corner, but Canucks are there. Canucks with a nice move, puts it to the red line and flip it in. Oh, but missed the glass, and that's out of bounds. 3:40 remaining in the first, still no score. Parker, Daniel, Eli, Easton, and Jack. Face-off is one. Daniel with a low shot. Pad saved. Parker from the corner. Looks for Easton. Easton flips it back in deep. Canucks are there behind their goalie. Looking for that pass to the far boards. Nice stick by Parker. He cuts to the inside. Shoots. It is high. Jack's got to hustle for it. Eli gets there first. Eli in the corner. Puts it below the goal line. Canucks are there. Jack puts the chase onto the Canucks and puts a stick on it. Up for Daniel. Daniel steps over the blue line, wide to the right side. Cuts in for Parker. Parker, Eli. Oh, nice save. Daniel to the slot. Parker shot high. Eli to Parker with the backhand. Nice save. All right. Got some shots on net. Let's keep doing that. That line has got some eye-watering plays. That goalie's strong, though. Carter takes the face-off in the attacking zone. Kobo comes in to help out. Kobo comes out with it. Kobo looking for the pass in front. He's tied up. It goes to the high point. Tristan backhands it down behind the net. Gavin puts the pressure on, as he does so well. Stays with him, and the Canuck manages to escape him. Can step over the blue line into the Blazer zone. Little shot. Justin puts that behind the net. Kobo on the far boards now. Passes up to Carter. Carter for Gavin. Gavin looking to get it back to Carter, but there's a collision, and the Canucks come out with it. Canucks step over the blue line. And the Blazers regain possession. A hard pass. Canucks get a stick on it, but Gavin puts it up for Carter. Carter winds up and fires. That's off his skate and goes to the far boards. Gavin steps into the high slot. He turns and fires, misses the net. Kobo now for Gavin in the high slot. Gavin looks for a little backhand pass, but here come the Canucks as they break that up. Send it down below the net. Clark for Tristan. Tristan, a long flip pass. The Canucks are at their blue line waiting for it. Canucks now in the neutral zone. Regroup back in their own zone. DDD pass to the far boards and a touch pass broken up by Caden. Caden steps over the blue line on his backhand to the left side. He's looking for his defenseman that's broken up, and the Blazers have to reset. Jack in his own zone. Off the boards on the near side for Scott. Scott is tied up. He's working for it though. Scott below the goal line. Backhand pass to the front, and that's loose in front. Goody pokes at it, and that's flipped away to the far side. Canucks regain possession. 50 seconds to go in the first. Still no score. Canucks escape the zone. Goody gets a stick on it. Canucks flip it to the far boards and step over the blue line. Canucks wind up fire. That's off of Easton's stick. Canucks from the far boards at the hash marks. Goody working for it. Keeps his cool. And the Blazers escape the zone. Put it into the attacking zone. Turned around by the Canucks. Jack is there. Pokes it back inside the attacking zone. Canucks get a hold of it on the near side. Blazers flip it in deep. Daniel rushes in. Gets tied up along the boards. We got a penalty coming up against Daniel. Oh, I don't know. And here come the Canucks with 4 seconds to go. That's icing called against the Canucks. We should have a second on the clock there. Calling it boarding against Daniel Ruby. At the end of this first period, they are not going to put that second on the clock. So after 1 period of play, still no score. All right, we got 10 minutes on the clock for the second period and 2 minutes on the penalty clock for the Blazers as the Canucks start the second period on a power play. Goaltenders are ready to go. Parker takes the draw. It's back for Tristan. Tristan puts it on the near boards, turned around by the Canucks. The Canucks are offside. Canucks win this draw and pop it in deep. Tristan behind Justin. Escapes the forechecker. Flips it to the red line. That's turned around by Canucks. Eli puts it into the attacking zone. It's popped out again. Eli puts it in to the opposing team territory. Canucks now step out into the neutral zone. Canucks on the power play, step over the blue line. Pass to the point. Nice save. What a hard shot, nice and low. Parker gets a hold of the puck and sends it in deep, goes for a change. Canucks behind their own goalie, put it up to the red line. Give and go, step over the blue line with your feet. Canucks below the goal line, behind the net. Pass up to the face-off circle, a shot. Nice save, or maybe it was deflected in front. Clark battling behind, wins the battle. Still on him though. Canucks come out with it. Canucks with the pass to the near boards, and we've got a whistle on the play here. And the net's off. Clark working hard, he's a big strong boy. Well done. 8:34 to go in the second. No score. 34 seconds remaining in the penalty against Ruby. Face off in the Blazers zone. Shot from the point. Justin puts this to the side. Kobo gets there. Puts it off the boards. Held inside by the Canucks. Canucks put it in deep below the net. Canucks back up to the near point. And that escapes the zone. D-to-D pass at the red line for the Canucks. Canucks get taken down by Jack. Jack below the goal line now, working hard. Canucks get away from it, pass in front, shot, Justin. Nice save from short range. Back up to the point again. We're back to even strength. The shot bobbles through. Another shot from the low slot, turn and fire. He misses the net. Jack works behind the net. He's taken down. The penalty coming up against the Canucks. Ruby drops it for Kobo. Kobo up for Easton. Easton steps over the blue line. Easton shoots. Center of mass. He wasn't happy with his shot. 7:40 to go in the second. No score. We got a penalty coming up against the Canucks here. Didn't see the call. If you saw it, go ahead. Let me know. Put it in the chat. 7:40 to go in the second as the Blazers go to the power play. Both teams trying to be the first on the board. Face-off in the Canucks zone is won by the Blazers. Clark looking for a pass. It doesn't work out. Clark puts it up into the near corner for Scott. Scott's looking for Clark again. Clark for his winger. Shot goes right through, and Tristan's got to hustle for it. Keeps it in the blue line, but the Canucks get a good hold of it and send it long. Justin plays the puck behind his net, up the near boards. Nobody there for it, but the Canucks from short range. Net's off again. That net doesn't stay on very well. Justin just slid to his post. That was not purposefully putting it off. .706 remaining in the second with a minute 26 to go in the penalty against the Canucks. Blazers with the man advantage. Canucks win the draw, put it back to the point, but it trickles into the neutral zone. Canucks retreat, flip it long. Tristan is there. He gloves it down and tries to get around his forechecker. He puts it up for Parker. Parker steps over the blue line, goes wide. Pass to the in front of the net, and a shot by Daniel is saved by the Canucks goaltender. 1:03 to go in the Blazers power play. Parker will take the draw to the right of the Canucks goalie. A little after the draw. The Canucks send it long. Race for the puck, a shot. Nice save, Justin. Eli scoops in. Skates the puck behind Justin. Has a look for a pass, but goes long, and the Canucks turn it around. Where's the forecheck here, boys? Parker picks this puck up in his own zone, turns on the Jets on the near boards through the neutral zone. The Canucks strip the puck away. Canucks with excellent penalty kill. Easton picks the puck up in the neutral zone, steps over the blue line. 2 on him. Parker holds the line. 1 on him. Tries to skate his way through, but the Canucks get a hold of it and fire it deep. Justin will leave this for Easton. Easton behind his net. Fires the puck on the near boards. What a penalty kill by the Canucks. We're back to even strength. They're shutting Parker down. Oh. Canucks shoot. That's wide of the net. There's a penalty coming up against Parker, who was not happy about getting shut down and grabbed hold of Buddy, and that'll be a holding penalty. Get under your skin. They're doing a great job of it. This is a good team. 5:25 to go in the second as the Blazers go to the power play. Jack gets a hold of this puck and fires it deep into the Canucks zone. Canucks behind their goaltender. Set up the play. Kobo puts the forecheck on, but this guy's got some speed. He's cruising through the neutral zone. Good stick by Gavin. Woo. And Gavin got interfered with there. Oh, they're calling it a knee. They're calling it a knee. All right, so 5:05 to go in the second. Canucks go to the box for the knee. Will be, an intentional knee there. So 4 minutes 4-minute penalty. So we'll be 4-on-4 for the next minute 38. Blazers win the draw in the Canucks zone. Pass the front, goes through. Kobo's got to chase this down. He's going to look for Easton at the point, but that's picked off by the Canucks. Here come the Canucks. Jack races after, pass in front. Woo! Justin with the save. Four on four for another minute 21. Face off to Justin's left inside the Blazers zone. Blazers win the draw. Put it out into the neutral zone. Chase it down. That's turned around by the Canucks. Canucks 2-on-2. Step over the blue line. Jack loses his feet, but nice save by Justin. Jack battling behind the net. Puts it for Carter. Carter and Jack battling. Off the boards for Carter. Carter pokes it ahead. Here come the Blazers 3-on-1. Carter with a shot, scores! I think goalie was expecting the pass there on the 3-on-1. Carter fired it home with a beautifully placed shot to make it 1-0 Blazers. Blazers are in the box on a double minor. They don't come out. So we are going to remain 4-on-4 for the next 49 seconds. Blazers win the draw, put it up the near boards. Goody steps over the blue line on the left side. He fires, that hits the shin pad, and the Canucks are there. Canucks put it down behind the net. Shelley on the near side. Oh. We got a whistle on the play. Interference with the goal. Penalty against the goaltender for Goaltender's got 2 for the slash. This ref is not taking any BS whatsoever. Good eye on the goaltender there. Goalies have got their sticks in the play quite a bit, calling it a slash. Blazers are 4-on-3. Got to put that for check on Goody. Working hard. Canucks in their own zone. Flip it out into the neutral zone. Clark is there. Clark with a D-to-D pass to Easton. Easton's got some room to move. He puts it back for Clark on the near boards. Clark steps over the blue line. That's poked back for Goody. Goody winds up and fires high. Blocker save. On him. Canucks send this long. Justin leaves it for Clark. Clark behind the net. Yeah, I want to see some rushing here. Here comes Clark. Clark steps over the blue line. He's on his backhand. Tries to cut to the inside, but can't quite get it. Parker at neutral ice. We are 5-on-3 now, folks. Let's not get too fancy. Just because we're 5-on-3. Parker steps over the blue line. He goes wide to the left side. Pass in front. Goes through. Eli picks up the loose puck on the near boards. Eli now from the near corner. Looking for the pass in front. It trickles back to Easton. Easton to the corner. Pass in front. Canucks are there. Ruby in the corner. He's got Parker with him. Eli there too. Canucks come out with it. Find a lane and send it long. Justin fires it to center right for Ruby. Turned around by the Canucks. Parker gets it in the arms, I think. Parker steps over the blue line. Cuts to the inside. Can't get the shot off. Canucks pick up the puck. Ruby is there. Daniel Ruby behind the net. Pass to the front. Easton walks in. That's a cross for Jack. Jack's got some room. He winds up, fires, glove safe. I'd like to see that shot stay low. 5-on-3 for another 4 seconds, and then it will be 5-on-4 for another 54 seconds after that. Jack makes a move around. And we've got another penalty coming in. Jack not happy with his indecision. As Gavin goes to the penalty box for, I think he called it body checking there. looking away. Oh, man. A physical game. I wouldn't call it dirty, but it's physical. And the ref is keeping it in check. Face off to Justin's right. Canucks win the draw. Fire ho, Justin with a quick glove. He is on his game tonight, folks.
Pads, boys, pads!
Opposite team saying the same thing. Keep those shots low. Face off in the Blazers zone. Blazers win it. Trying to clear the zone, and they do. We're 4-on-4 here. Tristan's got to skate back for this behind his brother Justin. Passes just aren't working out the way they normally do, but here comes Carter. He steps over the blue line. Shot, a bit of a save, I think, and goes high. Tristan turns and fires. That hits the goalie in the stick and puts it to the side. Canucks send it deep. Clark's going to chase this down. Justin trying to rile up his team. Blind pass. Whoa, we're out of bounds with the door open. All right, 1-0 Blazers is the score with 55 seconds remaining in the second period. 5-on-4 in favor of the Canucks for the next minute and 2 seconds. Blazers trying to keep the Canucks off the boards. Canucks win the draw, take a shot through traffic. That hits Jack in the back. Canucks regain possession. Jack takes a piece of it again. Can't clear it. Canucks from the blue line. Put it down into the far corner. Canucks again. Back up to the point. D-to-D pass escapes. This big D doesn't have great hands. Canucks, though, regain possession, take a shot. It's wide. Canucks in the near corner. Down below the net. Looking for the pass of the slot. Wind up, fires high. Rebound comes to this side. Shot. Justin. Rebound again. And Justin's going to hold on to that. And now it's getting testy. I looked away to the scoreboard there and I didn't see exactly what happened, but some pushing and shoving behind the net. Roughing after the whistle, each of them. One apiece. Okay, we've got 16 seconds remaining in the penalty against Gavin. We'll be 5-on-4 with 2 concurrent penalties. Blazers win the draw, but pop it up, and the Canucks fire. And that goes into the far corner. Hold on to that. Throw the buzzer. Oh, it's a physical game out there. 1-0 Blazers after 2 periods of play. Both goalies playing absolutely outstandingly. Justin with some fantastic saves. Everybody's working really hard, or is it me, or are the passes just not connecting the way they normally do? This team is very disruptive. They're hard on the puck. Lots of pressure in the neutral zone. Disrupting the flow, disrupting the vibe of the Blazers the way they normally play. It's good. This will be a coaching challenge for Coach Ryan. Let's see what advice he gives them.
Pedal down, boys! Pedal down! Go Canucks!
All right, face off at center ice. We got 10 minutes on the clock. 8 seconds remaining in the penalty against Gavin, so we'll be 5-on-4 for the next 8 seconds. Parker takes the draw. The Canucks win it. Canucks D-to-D at their own blue line. They come up the near boards. Canucks step over the blue line. Push to the outside. Shot, score! shot from the near boards, and I think it was tipped in front. And the Canucks tie it up at 1. Canucks win the draw again. Put it up the near side, and they're offside. Blazers win the draw. Battling on the near boards. Eli steps over into the attacking zone that's turned around by the Canucks. Canucks fire it through center ice. Clark's got to chase it down. Clark puts it off the boards for Dan. Well, it goes by him, and Parker grabs hold. Parker flips the puck ahead to himself, chases it down, but the Canucks are there first. Canucks on the near boards inside their own zone. Send it cross ice. Here come the Canucks. They fire it wide. On the near side now, Tristan battling in the corner. Blazers come out with it, fire across ice, and it don't connect. Canucks in their own zone, pop it to the near side, look for the breakout pass on the near boards, give it to their centerman. He comes up onto the near side in the attacking zone, pass in front, and that's tied up. And Jack gains possession, looks for a smart pass, doesn't have one. Oh, we've got a cross check coming up here as the Blazers clear the zone on the near boards. Pass across for Ruby from Eli. Daniel Ruby. Cut to the inside, 2 on him, and I don't know if I would have whistled down just yet, but there's a penalty, cross-checking penalty coming up against the Canucks. 8:19 to go in the third. The score is tied at 1 in this do or die for the Blazers. Blazers need a win, not a tie. A tie does not move them ahead. Canucks flip the puck long. Clark chases it, gets there. He's tied up in the corner, needs some help, boys. Clark pops it to Tristan. Tristan in his own zone, has some room to move. Skates it out of the zone. Comes up the middle. Boys stay on side, drops for Kobo. Kobo wasn't expecting it, I don't think. Keeps it inside the blue line. Canucks are there on the far boards. Kobe keeps it inside again. Make that man a defender. And here comes Carter through center ice. He circles wide. Poked away by the Canucks. Gavin gets a stick on it. Gavin for Carter. Carter with a shot, blocker save. Canucks fire this long. It's Justin. Oh, risky play. Puts it up for Carter. Carter steps over the blue line. Winds up, fires. That's off a shin pad, and the Canucks fire this deep. Justin leaves it behind his net. Oh, all sorts of mayhem going on there. But Clark up for Gavin. Gavin steps over the blue line. He's got Parker with him. Gavin from the near boards looks for the pass across. Easton with a shot goes just wide. More shots on net, boys. Easton from the blue line fires low. Rebound. Behind that now. Caden to Parker. Parker looking for a pass. Finds Jack. Jack fires. It goes high. Got to keep those low. Easton with the low shot. That's how it's done. And the pad save. Canucks send this long. Jack chases it down. Justin fires it behind the net. Jack picks it up. Jack's got some speed and a little room to move. Jack takes it over the blue line, gets pushed to the outside, puts it down below the net. Scott battles there. Canucks pick up a bouncing puck and flip it. Canucks step over the blue line. Good stick by Parker. Caden chases this, but Canucks are there first. Parker picks up the loose puck in the neutral zone. Tries to flip it deep, but Gets turned around and Scott gets a hold of it, but we're offside, I think. Back to even strength. 5:48 to go in the third. 1-1 is the score.
Pedal down, let's go!
Goody takes the face off just outside the Canucks zone. DDD pass to Clark. Clark flips it in deep. Got to chase after those on the near boards. The Canucks clear the zone and get around. Tristan Clark gets a stick on it. Justin's not going to take any chances. He pounces on this and holds on. 5:30 to go in the third. 1-1 is the score. A tie is not going to do it for the Blazers. They need a win. Face off in the Blazers zone. Canucks win it. Put it up to the point. Shot doesn't get through traffic. Ruby gets a hold of this and skates it through the neutral zone. Dan with a shot. That's an easy glove save for the lefty goaltender. Goody takes the face off in the Canucks zone, wins the draw, but this gets past Tristan. Tristan at his own blue line, finds Eli. Eli pops it up for Goody, but that's turned around by the Canucks. In the neutral zone now, Eli steps over the blue line. He's pushed to the boards, looking for the pass. Goody with a shot, nice save. Nice shot. Up for Clark. Clark keeps it in the blue line. Battle along the boards inside the Canucks zone. Clark is there. Keeps it in. He puts it for Daniel Ruby. Canucks backhand it, and that hits the mesh. And it's out of bounds. 4:41 remaining in the third. 1-1 the score. Game 3 of the Bradford Blue and Gold. Last game of the round robin. Blazers need a win to move on. Canucks win the draw. Send it long. No ice is called here. They figure that he could have got there before it crossed, and Easton tried to kick boards and got the mesh instead. That's out of bounds. 4:27 to go in the third. Face off to Justin's left. Canucks win the draw. Take a shot from the blue line. That's off the stick and goes wide. Easton puts it for Kobo on the far boards, who steps in the neutral zone. Kobo steps over the blue line. He's on his backhand and flips it in deep to chase it down himself. Kobo from behind the net. Pass in front, and that goes through everybody. Easton chases it down in front of his own goaltender. There's pressure on him. Finds the pass, little touch pass, but nobody there for it but Canucks. Carter backhands it in the zone. Kobo with a nice move, but can't get through too. Chobo chases it down into the corner. Pass in front. That's in the skates, and goaltender's going to corral that and hold on. 3:49 remaining in the third. Score is tied at 1. The Canucks are guaranteed to move on. Leave. Whether they win or tie, they move on. If they lose, a three-way tie for first. Pass in front with a shot. Goes wide off a player. Another shot, scores! Tristan with a shot from the face-off circle. Fires it past. On the glove side, and the Blazers pull ahead 2-1. 3:33 to go. Let's capitalize on that momentum. The Canucks win the draw. Clark looks for the pass to center ice. Relayed along for Scott, who puts one on net. Goaltender's like, no, I ain't just going to hold on. I don't know why they're pushing Caden around. He didn't even come close to the goalie there. I hear the boys on the bench saying, shut up. I think that's to their own players. Keep the mouths shut. Your hands to yourself. Back for Jack. Jack puts it down into the corner. Down below the net for Caden. Caden puts it up the far boards, but Canucks are there. Jack at his own blue line. Ooh, gives it away. Oh, shot with an open winger. Justin is there. Justin with another save. And that hits the mesh out of bounds. Three minutes to go in the third. 2-1 Blazers. Face off to Justin's right inside the Blazers zone. Goody takes the draw. The Blazers win it. Fire up on the near boards. Canucks keep it in. Canucks can't get a shot off from the slot. Eli gets a hold of it. Back for Ruby. Ruby steps over the blue line but can't hold on. Lots of pressure by the Canucks. The Canucks pop it out of the zone. Easton is there to slap it back in. But that hit a player off the bench, I think, and he's saying back here. Thought that hit a player on the bench. I'm not sure why we're coming back to the Blazers blue line. Tristan flips this off the boards into the neutral zone. Canucks are there at their blue line. Canucks in the neutral zone. Good back check by Eli. Canucks step over. Canucks behind Justin. Looking for the wraparound. Justin's there. Puck is loose. Justin's got it. 2:19 to go. 2-1 Blazers. If the Blazers win, they're not guaranteed to move on until we do some math on the goals for and against. We got a timeout red. And a penalty against Eli will put the Canucks on the power play for 2 minutes of the remaining 2:19. I missed that call, sorry folks. Eli was definitely working hard against the boards there. Might have been a holding or a hooking. If you saw it, let me know. Put it in the chat. All right. Canucks 5-on-4 for most of the remaining time. Canucks win the draw to the high slot in the Blazers zone. Canucks with a shot. Justin is going to hold on to that. Let's tie up those wingers in front of the net, boys. Parker takes the draw. Daniel gets a hold of it and flips it deep. Daniel's going to turn on the Jets. This big defenseman's not that fast. Daniel gets there, but Canucks get their stick on it first. Here come the Canucks. Canucks step over the blue line, slow it down, pass across to the high slot, whiffs on the shot. Here comes Parker, all by himself. Parker on the breakaway. Parker, backhand. Goalie trips him. Darn right he did. You can poke check, but you cannot trip. That's a fair call. The goaltender was not playing the puck there. Beautiful chance for Parker. All right, we're 4-on-4 for most of the rest of the game. Canucks win the draw. Tristan gets there, fires, and that actually hit the ceiling. Did you hear that? Parker wins the draw, puts it up for Ruby. Turned around by the Canucks at their own blue line. Here come Canucks. Step over. Poked away by Parker. Here comes Parker. Steps over the blue line, gets around one. The shot is off the stick and an easy save for the Canucks goalie. Gavin, Carter, Jack, and Easton. Canucks win the draw. Step out of the neutral zone. Get around Jack. Shot. That winger was by his side on the far post. We got to watch that back door. Canucks keep it inside. At this face-off circle, they shoot. That's for traffic. Gavin picks up the loose puck. Steps out into the neutral zone. We're 4-on-4. Gavin steps over the blue line into the attacking zone. Puts a little shot on. Picks up his own rebound. Shoots wide. Easton now with a snapper. Nice save. 48 seconds to go. 2-1 Blazers. Blazers have just got to keep these guys off the board. If we can get a little assurance, that'd be nice. Canucks come away with the puck after the draw. Flip it cross ice. Jack chases for it. Canucks get there first. Jack holds him up against the boards and puts it up the boards on the near side. This trickles long. Carter turns on the Jets to chase it down. Canucks are there. They put it behind the net and flip it to the far boards. Canucks picking up speed. Hell of a back check by Carter and a poke by Gavin. And we got a what? Got a cooking penalty. On the back check? I didn't see it. I thought that was a heck of a clean back check. Timeout, White. So we're 4-on-3 in favor of the Canucks for next 3 seconds. And then 4-on-4 for the rest of the game. Curious to see if the Canucks are going to pull their goalie here. We've got parents pacing on both sides, up and down. Nobody can stand still. Joanne can stand still. She's a very patient person. I think there's one parent on both sides sitting. Okay, goalie is still in his net on the Canucks side, so we will be 4-on-3. Blazers win the draw. Oh, try to snap it long to kill the time, but it's out of bounds. And we'll take the face-off back again in the Blazers zone. We're back to 4-on-4. Eli's on the ice. Parker, Eli, Jack, and Easton. The puck trickles down below the net. No shots here, boys. No shots. Keep them tied up in front. The Canucks in the corner. Looking for a pass in front. Canucks. Oh, net's off. 6 seconds to go, folks. 6 seconds. We're going to have to do some quick math. Maybe some of the parents already did it. For the for and against to see if the Blazers can move on. Face off in the Blazers zone. Jack pokes it to the side. Canucks turn, fire, no goal, goal! No way! At the buzzer. Oh. The Blazers lose it at the buzzer. That's it. That's it, folks. Well, folks, it was a hard-fought game. And it came down to the last 5 seconds. I think the Blazers misplayed those last 5 seconds, to be honest. But they worked hard. And it's a disappointing end. The Blazers are going to go home now, folks. Thanks for joining us. And we'll see you next time.